Good morning. Today you guys are going to be taking some notes on writing and graphing inequalities. You're going to need a couple different colors for this, so please make sure that you have those. Give you a second to get this written down if you haven't done so already. All right, so the very first thing that we need to talk about is an inequality. All right, and an inequality is a mathematical statement that compares two expressions and includes inequality symbols. Okay, and then your inequality symbols are greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, and equal to. So I'll give you a second to get that written down. All right, so for example, a question could say solve an inequality, and then the actual question is what is a solution set for n divided by 3 is greater than or equal to 12. Okay, so solving inequalities is just like solving an equation. You're doing the inverse operation. So your step one is to isolate and isolate means by itself. Oops. So isolate the variable to one side. So just like we do when we solve for equations, that's what we're going to do here. So if our inequality is n divided by 3 is greater than or equal to 12, n divided by 3, so the opposite of division is multiplication. So we're going to multiply by 3, and that cancels. And then if we multiply on this side, we know we have to multiply on this side. So this then becomes n is greater than or equal to, and 12 times 3 is 36. Remember, what we just did is called the inverse operation. Okay, so then step 2 would be to rewrite the inequality with the answer, which this is technically step 2. So when you bring this down, this is step 1, this is step 2. Now, step 3 is that we have to check. And the way that we check is you're just going to plug in the number, which would be 36, and see if it is true. Okay, so then back over here, our answer was 36, so that's the answer that we got. So we're going to plug in 36 divided by 3. So what's 36 divided by 3 is greater than or equal to 12. And you got to ask yourself, is this true? So if we did 36 divided by 3, that's going to give us 12 is greater than or equal to 12. So is this true? Yes, it is true, so therefore it is correct. Now, what if we did 38 divided by 3 is greater than or equal to 12? As long as it's equal to 12 or greater, then your answer would be correct. So now, if we're going to graph this one, you need to know some information. So an open circle means not included in the solution set. And then just so you know, the solution set would be the numbers that make the statement true. Okay, so that is your solution set. Okay, a closed circle, which is exactly that, is a circle that's filled in. Means included in the solution set. Okay, I'll give you a minute to get that copied down. And then the last part is we're going to graph this. So I'm going to draw my line. And my answer was 36. So I'm going to put 36 here. Now, if you take a look at this, your inequality, when your variables on the left side, will always point to the direction in which your arrow needs to go when you're graphing. So for example, like the arrow is pointing, the tip of it is pointing to the right. That's the way that my arrow on my number line is going to go. So any number to the right of 36 is going to make the statement true. So that would mean 37, 38, 39, 40, and so on. Now, with it being a greater than or equal to, that tells me that I'm going to have a closed circle. and then my arrow is going to go that way. So any of these numbers to the right will make this statement true. The other thing that you need to know, the signs that go with an open circle are greater than or less than, and then a closed circle is greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. All right, if you have any questions, please make sure that you ask when we have our Zoom session today. Thank you.